back to DayBreak.
Yes.
Still with us with Jenifer. Before we talk about, you being a blogger, we want to know about selfies,
We're still not done with the
selfies. She's having a hard time with selfies. We're not done yet.
Okay. Yes, exactly.
Where are the, for example, how many times do you have to take a selfies in order
to find the perfect one?
Perfect one.
Or before you
Minimum,
stop, basically.
Minimum, averagely, let's say,
Okay.
about 10 to 20.
10 to 20.
No.
See, told you.
No, this is something new for me.
Really?
Why? I always stop
10
at
to 20?
3.
Yeah, she's saying to stop at 3.
And I thought that was like a lot. Don't stop.
Keep going, girl.
Keep going.
Keep going,
Keep flicking.
You can do it. You can do
After a
it.
while, you're just like, it's the same thing,
Is it the same thing, for example?
No, because I like to do, you play with different angles, like from the left or right.
Right.
Do like with teeth, without teeth, or like, look down, look to the right, to the left. It's like,
See, but you have
so
to
many.
kind of be creative and moving your face and finding your angle, you see. But for me, there's only a front, there's only a right, and there's only a left. That's why I say 3. It stops at 3.
You're going to have to teach her, that's the thing.
Let's have an extended session.
Yes, we have a session of
I want to go outside. All right.
But what about you? You're a boy, right?
I'm a guy.
What do you think about guys who take selfies? I mean, you notice a lot of men don't take selfies. They actually take,
It's completely fine, I think. Like male or
Do they
female.
go through the same thing as well, like taking 20 and 30 selfies?
Are you trying to
I think you'll be the one answering the question for that.
all right. I'm gonna be frankly with you ladies over here. All right. Minimum at least 20.
No,
Oh, that's even higher.
No, the thing is, for example, but when you go over 50 to 100, that's distracting, basically, right?
I think people have work to do, not
That's
50 or
distracting. But if it's 20, I think it's okay. Because the thing is, for example, sometimes people, you're in the traffic, you're bored, and you want to do something goofy or stupid, basically. You make that smirk, or you make the duck face, but you have to have that angle, It's not about showing off, but having that good angle. I mean, do you agree with that? That
He
duck
knows his
face,
good angle.
The duck face.
the duck face or whatever. I mean, it's
Yeah.
okay to have for a guy, for example, to do at least 20 and. But not 50 to 100.
Yeah.
That's distracting,
But
basically.
what about people who, right now social media is, there's a new wave of social media.
Yeah.
Everyone's going on social media and they try to sell on social media, they try to promote themselves, right? But do you think it's all right to put too many selfies of yourselves in your social media?
Well, I wouldn't suggest that because your social media is your personal branding.
Yeah, true.
You wouldn't be, you don't want to be known as, the self-absorbed or very super narcissistic.
Right.
I mean, taking a selfie means you're confident,
True, I do
but
agree.
taking too much
many,
selfie,
overconfident.
people will be confused. Like, why is it all
Yeah.
selfies?
So what is,
Unless, for example, like when you mentioned about when you're trying to sell probably a makeup product,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Is that true?
probably for makeup tutorials, and you will need that. All different kind of makeup.
Yeah.
People would want to see that because they're looking for
because they're up
inspiration.
close as well, that's right, yeah.
True. And you're also a blogger, for example. What do you blog on, basically?
Yeah.
On Instagram or your...
It's a quite broad
Okay.
topic. I blog about beauty, about fashion, travel, and sometimes a bit of food.
What do you do most about? There are plenty, like at least 4 of them. What do you most like? Which one is-
Focus on.
Yeah, focus
The
on.
focus probably would be on
Lifestyle?
fashion.
Fashion.
Yeah, on lifestyle.
Why fashion? Why lifestyle?
Fashion. I actually first started blogging as a food blogger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's so different.
Okay.
I really started all the way from 2011 from food blogging just because I love to write and I love taking food photos.
Okay.
Like you mentioned earlier.
I thought she was going to say, I love taking
But
photos
one
of
thing
myself.
though, do you like food?
Yes,
Yeah,
I do love
everybody
to
loves
eat.
food.
Who
Yeah.
doesn't?
Yeah, that's true.
So from food, you jumped to fashion, basically. Right now,
Yes.
you're focusing more on fashion.
Yes, you're right.
Now, if you're talking about beauty blogging, basically lifestyle blogging as a career, right? You do it on a daily basis. Now, which one do you think actually is the most popular one?
I think at the moment, everything has their own fans.
Okay.
But at the moment, with the most engagement, it would be beauty.
Beauty, yeah?
Yeah.
It's in makeup and products.
Yeah.
I have a couple of my friends also, you know, they really do it very nicely, you know, with their self, but how to do the makeup and stuff like that. Do you do that also?
Well, I am still learning.
Okay.
I wouldn't say I'm a pro at makeup, but I can do my basic makeup. But in terms of beauty, there's a wider range of it. Let's say trying out beauty clinics.
Yes.
It's not just makeup,
Okay.
but you can also talk about
Healthy.
health and wellness.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Health and wellness, now fitness, sports. Do you do them as well?
Yes, I do.
That is lifestyle basically, right? Because right now it's really trending.
Yes.
Right, but when you blog about, let's say, fashion, for instance, okay, what do you blog about? Like, how do you find your inspiration to know what to write about? Do you follow the trends, or do you follow, you know, what you like?
Well, I do read other blogs as well.
Okay.
So it's a whole process of like recycling information. I think fashion, you know, it's always a cycle.
Yeah.
True,
you know,
true.
Everything styles always come back at one point or another. And then, as for myself in the fashion blogging, I like to take OOTDs. OOTDs is outfit of the day.
Okay,
Yes.
all right.
So it's more to a personal style.
Okay.
So I don't really review about like designers, like
Trends,
newest
yeah.
collection and things like that. It's more to like a personal style where you can get your outfit inspiration. Let's say I'm going to a lunch date. I'm going to a dinner, formal dinner. Like what should I wear? And
Right.
yeah.
How's the feedback nowadays when you become blogger, or when I want to become a blogger? Is it a good thing, for example?
What's the response?
Yes,
Yeah.
of course. I think since the social media boom, like about 2 or 3 years ago, everyone wants to be a blogger. Everyone
Right.
started writing. Everyone started taking photos. Everyone at least has an Instagram.
True.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. So I would encourage everyone who has a passion to take photos, to write about style or any kind of topics, and to start their own blog.
Now they have new things. They have vlog,
Yeah.
right?
Vlog.
Yeah.
So what's different when it comes to bloggers or vlog?
Where for blogging, it's only pictures and the text, the writing. As in
Okay.
for vlogging, it involves video. So
Okay.
it's more interactive.
And you don't do that vlogging?
That's something that I'm looking into.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my future plan actually.
Which definitely would take a lot more time, I
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think you will need more people to help you, a team to help you, because it involves a videographer and an editor and then a lot of other different, it's another level.
And in your case, for example, you like blogging or taking pictures, for example, and there are so many apps nowadays, they innovate. Do you catch up with every new one of them, or okay, I'm gonna just stick with blogging or just Instagram?
I stick to what I like, what best suits to my photos. So I know there are like hundreds of apps probably,
Yes.
like
Right.
and new ones coming up every day, but there are certain apps that I always use again and again, and it's only about 3 to 4 apps actually that I use.
Right, which we will share with us,
Yes.
with me especially. Now, you spoke about how hard it was if you do vlogging, right? Because you would need an editor. But what about blogging? Blogging itself, and you've been blogging for how long now?
About 5 years.
5
Okay.
years. And what are the challenges actually when it comes to blogging?
Well, just like any other profession, you would have those days when you have that writer's block, you just have no inspiration, and then you don't know what to write, or at one point, for my industry, like in the fashion industry,
Right.
you always have to dress up.
Yes.
And then, everyone has this, one of those days when you just want to be in bed and be in pajamas all day.
Right,
But
right,
you
right.
have to take so many photos. So what I'll do, I'll just like put on makeup, and then everything else is just pajama and slippers. Just to take the photos that I need, and then wash it off and go back to sleep. And then I do that like at weird hours of the day.
Right,
So
right.
that's probably the challenges when I have a deadline to catch. It's like, okay, I have to upload this on this specific day. So, oh my God, so I have to rush everything.
What curious me also about, you have Instagram, you have blog and everything, and there are people that respond in a bad kind of way, or haters. For example. How do you respond to that?
Yeah, haters. That's tricky. So
I mean,
yeah. Of course, I mean it's very natural when you have positive response, like fans, like giving appreciation to what you do. It gives an affirmation. But haters, I always believe that there are two situations. There are only two kinds of situation. Whether you want to react positively or negatively.
Okay.
And yeah, I would always try to choose to.
Or would just, like, for example, some of my friends would say, like, okay, now I'm getting this thing to my feelings and stuff like that, but I prefer not reading it. I mean, are you that kind of type of person when it comes to people commenting bad stuff? Or would you make that as a competition? Okay, let's look in the positive side.
Motivation.
Motivation, for example.
Yeah, I'll take it as a motivation.
So you do read them?
I do.
And you do get them. I think all
But somehow
bloggers.
I have a feeling that you have this one person, maybe experience of life, like, really? How can this guy say something like that? You had that one experience.
Of course. I'll be like, we all just try to be better. I mean, and why are you giving bad comments? Like, why can't you just leave me alone? You know, like.
Yeah.
But then it happens, and it's unavoidable. It's natural. And the way I look at it is just take it as a critic, you know, as take it as a constructive critic. But then if it's something that trying to bring you down, then I think I suggest it best to ignore it.
All right. Now, do you have any advice for anyone, tips that actually, for anyone who wants to start maybe blogging?
Or maybe selfies like her, for example.
Like me.
Yeah.
Yes. I think you really need to choose your niche.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to know what topic that you can stick on for a long time.
Okay.
Let's say you want to review about food. And
focus on it.
Yeah, you're like, but what kind of food? There's so many
gotta be
different.
specific,
Yeah,
okay.
I think it's better when it comes to blogging. The most important thing is your personality, like your personal brand, like your unique factor. What is it? You have to find that. So you will. Shine from the other crowd.
Yeah.
Okay, shine bright like a diamond. That's
Yeah,
how
shine bright like a diamond.
Right? Thank you so much, Jennifer, for your time.
Thank
you very much.
We will talk later about the tips and the applications.
Yes.
Okay?
50 to 100, take her out. In the meantime, don't go anywhere because we still
Yes.
have more interesting stories after the break.
Stay with us.